Oh no, it's changed now. It's like a little bit laggy behind on the thing I'm seeing, obviously. So this is better than the PC gaming show.
I'm so glad I skipped out.
Won't be hard.
Yeah. To be fair, Kate, the only
They're
good
not
thing.
showing anything, like,
Outlast,
nothing good at all.
the Outlast multiplayer game, like they showed a bit of it, and it was like, well, it's not really. They didn't even show the
Dead by
gameplay.
Daylight
Really.
or whatever it's called.
You what?
Is it just
Yeah,
that
that's what I
one?
assume, but they haven't shown the gameplay really.
I watched the Baldur's Gate. There was
Yeah.
no gameplay, and that makes me suspicious.
No, they're showing gameplay 80, I think next week some point. At D&D Live. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, I should be watching that anyway.
It's made by the people that make D&D, Baldur's Gate. Like it's a D&D game, which is interesting.
Jake's gonna hook me up with the first two.
Yeah. Surprised you haven't played them because they're BioWare originally, aren't they?
There were, yeah.
The first one was. I'm not sure about the second one. I don't really know.
Shook off.
I want to see some more Dragon Age.
I think. Well, we'll get that. We'll get that at the EA conference next week. Fucking midnight on the Thursday. Which
We have
is
to pay $69.99 to start watching.
Monday though, we're getting that Star Wars Maverick trailer, which is like space shooty stuff.
Okay.
Like
That one mode in Battlefront that they killed off.
one good mode that you were good at, so you probably like this game, Kate.
That was the one mode I was an absolutely stick at, and it was my favourite mode, and they dropped support for it.
Do you remember that X-Wing VR demo they did? That was actually
That made me feel
amazing.
so sick. I couldn't do
That
it.
was so good.
Yeah, that's really good.
That could have literally made a full game on that, and it would have sold VR.
It probably will.
Is the new Resi going to be VR?
I hope so.
I haven't said anything, have they?
It's disappointing if it's not. I imagine they'll say something eventually, but like, I don't see why not.
They need to fix it because
Resi
7 made me really ill without the VR. So I need them to put something on the screen that I can focus on so I don't get sick again.
Yeah.
Not good. Not quite.
Because you need something to focus on, like a crosshair or something.
I played that game for a few hours, and it made me feel sick for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was until it comes on the internet. Like people are saying they're getting mad motion sickness from playing it normal. And I was like, oh god.
You haven't got something a crosshair to concentrate on.
It's okay. The game was trash anyway. It's fine.
I thought it was good, but then again, I'm not like a super story fan. It Resident Evil like you.
What are you on about? Which Resident Evil was this? 7?
7.
I enjoyed 7. 7 was good. No matter what you
Not
say,
if
Kate,
you're
7 was
Resident Evil
good.
I'm a loyalist to purist.
I like the super punchy DLC. That punchy DLC is great.
See, the bit with Chris in it, fair enough. Like that's like the old story. Like I don't want to play Ethan. Ethan sucks. He's boring. They didn't even give him a face. That's how much character development he's got. He ain't even got a face.
Yeah. How long do you reckon the show's gonna be, guys?
An hour.
Just say an hour.
Oh, I'm gonna say 12 hours. That PC game show went on forever.
Yeah, it was like, we're going to be 2 hours. 2.5 hours later.
Chris,
Yeah.
so it was meant to be 2 hours, and it went on for 2.5 hours.
I needed to eat between this one and this
You
one.
said that they said it was going to be an hour, and it went on for like 3 hours. You over
It was
exaggerated a bit, ain't you?
Yeah, but it was boring as well, to be fair. It wasn't the funnest of shows. It was better than the majority that we've watched over the last few years, though. Yeah, but it was boring. But it doesn't really help much. Yeah, sound seems fine. I just checked it.
We got a 1080p 60 stream now.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
It's the first stream we've had which is over 1080-30.
Good. Xboxes will have it, I reckon. Whenever they do their thing.
Hopefully. It's not
They
exactly hard.
normally. I mean, it depends if they're doing it from someone's house.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough, if they're streaming it.
Well, I don't know. Plenty of people stream at 1440p 60.
No, I know, but like
I
if
could do that.
they have a
I-
setup for that.
I
You know
I
what I mean?
could do that, but there's no point if this video is 1080 anyway.
Yeah. Go to bed. It's gotta be better than the PC gaming shit.
I
Gotta
don't
be.
know. The first time I've done one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's the problem at this year. Like E3 last time, like all the other times, you know what you're getting. You know what I mean? You know what to expect from each show. So, but with this, it's like everything's scattered everywhere now.
I like this one because you can avoid all the ones you don't want to watch easier though. Like when it's set out like this, you can be like, oh, I don't want to watch that. But when it's all in E3, you're like, oh, I should watch it all because it's all, you know.
Yeah.
This way you can yeet things off you don't care about.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is the kind of show we don't know whether we'll care about because we don't actually know what to expect. Find out in a bit. Raining like so bad here.
It's raining sideways.
Literally. I don't think there's nothing on tomorrow, which is good. Kind of rest. What does it say on the thing behind the future game show? Does it literally say future game show again on the actual like what looks like a motherboard kind of thing? Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
It's a good job you said that because I didn't have the sound on.
Oh, 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Corey, we're live already.
I'm perfectly in
Yeah, we're
sync
live.
with you guys this time.
Oh my gosh. Can you all pause it for like a second?
Yeah.
I did.
What are you seeing now, Cole?
Let's see. Man with stick. Man with arrow.
It's just future game show now.
No. It's not saying. But now it is.
I'm seeing the stuff from the. Well, now it's a future game show, but it was a lot of stuff from that Unreal 5 tech demo.
Yeah. Chrissy might
Yeah, now we're getting the trailer.
No trailer yet. No. World premiere.
Yeah, world premiere, that's what I'm on.
Foreign footage is a work in progress.
It's already look.
Oh, what's this? Is this Fear 3?
Ah.
Fear 4, sorry. Fear 3 is
Oh,
another thing.
we already exist, Chris. That's an old game now.
We're going back.
See, this already looks better than the shit that we're showing in PC gaming show.
Yep.
PlayStation, PS5. Why would they not show it at the PS5 show?
What
It's
is this?
PS5.
PlayStation. Way
Alright.
ahead of us.
Okay, yeah, I need to pause for a bit. Tell when you see a fat monster.
How the hell are you
Fat
ahead?
monster.
I'm doing this thing, Chris, don't be rude.
What is this?
Quantum error.
I'm loving this 30 frames a second video plan. This 60 frames a second. Surely.
Yeah, I did think it looked a bit. It's just that the trailer the plans in 30, isn't it?
Quantum. So. Look good. Look interesting.
I feel like I've heard it, but
I did say it will premiere, to be fair.
Yeah, so maybe we haven't.
I'm never thinking of other games with Quantum in the name.
Quantum Break.
Maybe.
Oh, it's not enough.
Hello and welcome to the Future Games Show. What a way to start, right? I am Nolan North, and many of you may know me as your ghost from Destiny, or perhaps Dr. Edward Richtofen from the Call of Duty series, or even, the Payback from the Arkham series.
Oh my
Is that
god.
Elena?
Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it. You've done a million, hundred gazillion games.
You
We got
are
it.
everything, no.
of course, most of you know me.
You
as
guys are
Nathan
so
Drake
far ahead
from
of me.
Uncharted, where
Yeah,
you
click live again,
probably
Kate.
recognize
I'm refreshing.
that voice. I'm so happy to be working alongside her again as we host this showcase of upcoming games. Please give it up and welcome the lovely and talented Miss Emily Rose.
Hey, Nolan. Hello.
That's Elena,
Hi,
right?
everybody. Welcome
Yeah, I
from
think so.
my home to yours. I'm really excited about what we have in store for you today. As PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X draw near, we're going to be talking to leading game developers to see what we really can expect from the future of games.
Plus, we have a host of exclusive game reveals, world
the same
premieres, new gameplay demos from current and next-gen consoles. And some of these are so secret, even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about them?
People are playing favorites.
Because I mean, I have the whole list.
See,
Right
these
in
are
front of
better
me right
hosts than
there.
the guys from
Whatever.
PC Gaming Show.
Send them to me. And let's get into the good stuff.
Okay, so the next title is from Red Thread Games.
stuff makes me
They're this
cringe
little
so
indie
bad.
studio in Norway. I love
I
Norway.
think you're still far behind
You
us,
might
Kate.
know them from their Choice and Consequence series, Dreamfall chapters. So get ready for the
I like our key
world
necklace.
exclusive premiere of their new project.
Welcome.
World premiere.
Why do I recognise this?
That's cute.
I think you're still behind us, Kate.
Yeah, you are.
Can't do anything else. I'll refresh loaded time. It's okay.
Okay, we're just having delayed reaction to
It's a
everything.
very Borderlands art style, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borderlands and
See now, is there a guy playing the guitar?
yeah, there is now.
Yeah, okay, right, I'm in.
What was that shooter game? Is it?
What's that Xbox exclusive that look like this as well?
A much older shooters.
Oh, what's that?
Since
Are they
Overdrive,
talking about-
that's what it looks like as well. Style wise. Oh, that's cute. Is that product placement for Jaguar?
No, great.
Ah, it was a shooter called 13.
13,
yeah.
yeah. 13's getting me message, you know.
It's coming out in November.
That was a good game as
It
well.
was a good game.
Yeah.
Hope French and
Cute. Oh,
Okay, this is a new game. I feel. Dustborn. That did not tell me anything about what the game was about.
Fantastic.
It actually did right at the start, Chris, but you weren't paying attention.
Oh, okay, it's going to show us now. Fair enough.
Hey, my name is Ragnar Tornquist. I'm creative director at Red Thread Games,
Wow,
and we're working
what
on
a
a game
sick
called
name.
Dustborn.
It's so far behind. I like the art style.
Dustborn is a story-driven action-adventure about a band of misfits and outcasts on a road trip across America. It's a game about hope, friendship, love, robots, and the power of words. So in this footage, you're watching our main character Pax explore a small commune in the Pacific Northwest. She's come here with her crew to recruit her sister, but it turns out her sister's not interested in joining the crew. So your job is to convince her and deal with the
Bex is in
consequences
the,
of what
chat.
happens next.
hi.
Hey, Vex. She thinks this is good. I agree
It
with
does.
that.
I'm feeling it.
Dustborn's
That
coming
style.
to PC and next generation consoles in 2021.
Thanks again to Ragnar for that
Ragnar Lothbrok.
exclusive first look at Dustborn. Okay, what's next, Nolan?
Next, we've got a hardcore first-person platformer.
Oh,
whose
I know what
recent
this is,
Steam
Ghost Runner.
demo
This
was
looks
played
sick,
over
this does.
100,000
Oh,
times.
this is
Here's an
yes, and
exclusive
this.
look at a new
Ghost Runner.
cyberspace level
This is if
containing
Genji
new
got
enemies
in,
and
Mirror's
abilities
Edge.
from Ghost Runner.
This looks absolutely sick.
You watch it and tell me Genji hasn't got a Mirror's Edge.
I'm already feeling Genji there. Yeah.
The dragon becomes him.
It
I'm
looks
gonna
so good.
refresh again.
trace the software.
No, it's Genji mixed with Titanfall movement and
It does. Apparently the demo's amazing. Have you played it?
Yeah, no, I've watched a breakdown by so
Mine says
the
Shauna.
RTX stuff is
Ability are your greatest assets in battle.
it barely runs on anything modern.
Survive. Am I on the same bit as
Yeah,
you
no,
guys?
you're around about where I'm going. Yeah.
Lad.
This looks good. I've seen it played before, so I already know it's good. Oh, this is the show as well. Is it coming to next gen consoles?
But it's got loads of ray tracing features.
Ghost Runner's
so-
coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC
like Cade.
later this year.
All right, we're flipping back in time to the 1930s
Oh, this
now
was
with a
at
game
the
that
Xbox
stole
show.
the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase. Here's
Oh,
Tatiana
my
Delgado
This
to
game looked
reveal
cute, to
more
be fair.
about
It did
Call
really
of the
look-
Sea's
I like the art style
spectacular
for this
first
game.
trailer.
Minecraft, I wouldn't
Exclusive.
Totally see ya.
Oh, Harry. What have you done?
Hello, I'm Tatiana Delgado from Out of the Blue Games, working on Call of the Sea. You might have seen our reveal trailer during the recent Xbox Series X event, but
Yeah,
we
shows
wanted to
gameplay.
take the opportunity to walk you through it and tell you a bit more about the game.
She's very
How
French.
strange that your trail ends here.
Yeah.
Call of the Sea is a first-person adventure puzzle game set in the 1930s that takes place in the far reaches of the South Pacific. You take the role of Nora, a woman who has crossed an ocean in search of her husband's missing expedition. At Out of the Blue, we love telling stories and designing puzzles. That is why we wanted to create a game that had a strong presence of both.
Looks
And
nice.
also, we always approach our games with the player's emotions in mind. That being said, although Call of the Sea is a puzzle game, I would say that it is the narrative that drives the game. Therefore, puzzles
Oh,
serve
I'm
the
interested.
narrative and make the story advance as
I knew you would
our
be,
world
as soon as you
went
said
on.
puzzle.
How
Some
much
the
of this
puzzles
like
we have
involves
to
the
do
sea?
with
Like we have to go
expedition
under the
itself.
sea.
Using the
Under
real
the
world
sea.
technology
I am
Go
at
into the sea,
some
am I?
point.
in others,
We'll play it
we
together,
try
Kate.
to
I'll do the sea
decipher what
bits.
the
Yeah.
ancient runes were for. And
Teamwork.
going back to the story,
Yeah,
we
definitely
have
there's a
the
sea
good
creature there,
fortune of
so
having
I'll definitely do
actress
the sea bits
Cissy
for you,
Jones
Kate.
as the
Absolutely not, I
voice
might
of
not.
Nora. We adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create
lighting
a
looks good.
strong presence with only her voice. It is a tale of self-discovery, an exploration not only of the island, but of the character's inner self. Although our game was inspired to an extent by the works of
So
H.P.
good.
Lovecraft, this is not a horror game, but
Oh.
an adventure
Oh,
game.
okay.
We hope to give you a vivid mystery
okay.
and at the same time an emotional journey. Thank you for your time and we look forward to revealing more of Call of the Sea in the coming months.
I'm interested in that game.
That looks really good, to be fair. It's just the sea part is just a bit.
I'll do the sea part for you.
It looks like a walking simulator.
Call of the Sea is developed
Oh,
by
don't
Out of
say
the Blue
that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
will
play
launch
plenty of
on
them, Cora.
Xbox One,
Yeah.
Xbox Series X, and
Not necessarily a bad
Windows
thing.
platforms.
Our next
No,
game
no, it's-
features none other than Sherlock Holmes, but this time he's a youthful, more arrogant
nice.
version of the famous detective. Here's the producer and community manager from Frogwares to tell us more about the game's setting and how they
yeah.
plan to create a truly open-world detective game.
Oh, yes. Bring it.
Exclusive.
Hi
Is it-
everyone, my name is Sergey Ganisyan.
Sherlock
I'm the
Holmes?
producer and community
Oh.
manager at Frogwares. We are an 80 people strong independent studio from Kiev, Ukraine. You may know us for our detective games, such as the Sherlock Holmes Adventures, as well as the recent The Sinking City.
Oh, look at that. That was a
We
good
are
game.
working on our new game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's a story-driven investigation
Need the
thriller
emo
in
years.
which you play as
Yeah,
the young
literally. Look at him. It looks like
21-year-old
he's just
Sherlock
come out of the Black
before he
Parade.
becomes the legend that we all know. For John
Nice.
Watson
Peaky
and Jim
Blinders.
Moriarty, Sherlock is a brilliant but rebellious aspiring detective.
These games
trying to
always
prove
like had
himself.
an audience.
The
like,
game takes place in the late
very
19th
niche,
century
but, like,
on a small
they
Mediterranean
do well.
island where, according to our story, Sherlock grew up before moving to England and to where he comes back, now as an
Okay.
outsider, to investigate the
You like this
mysterious
game, don't you,
death
Kate?
of
You
his
play
mother,
Yeah.
the death that scarred his childhood. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game
Yeah.
with minimum hand-holding. In this game, we are introducing the concept of global investigation gameplay that is heavily based on the feedback that we received from the players on our previous games. We build it on bringing in numerous detective features and mechanics that not only synergize with one another, but also allow you to interact with the world around you. For example, you can now decide to involve random people on the streets in your investigation, ask them for directions, or question those citizens who you think match your suspect profile.
Cool.
And if you doubt they would even talk to some foreigner like you can for instance find the right disguise, say police uniform, to loosen their tone. It's up to you to discover that synergy and use it at the right time, because as I mentioned, there is minimum hand-holding in the game. Of course, making the right deductions and tracking down criminals is another exciting part of a detective's
What a
job.
game!
We are aiming to give the player the chance
Come
to
on,
miss a
police
piece of
officer.
evidence, pursue their own lead, and eventually let a killer walk free. Those who played our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will know what I'm talking about. We are bringing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to PC and consoles sometime in 2021. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the show. There are some fantastic games here that we cannot wait to play ourselves.
The trailer they put out a few weeks ago was wild.
Yeah, I remember you sending me that.
I'm
Sherlock
hyped. I love
Holmes
Sherlock
Chapter
Holmes.
1 is
I'm
coming to
in.
PC, current, and next-gen consoles in 2021.
In our next part of the show, the Future Game Show goes retro, with a series of games that reimagine the arcade and console classics of some of my favorite eras, the 80s and 90s.
And what better way to begin than with a bullet hell shoot 'em up created by a small team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist. Here's an exclusive gameplay slice of Signy.
It's going to be cute if it's got a Pixar guy working on it.
Exclusive.
Legit.
What is that melody?
That already looks so Pixar.
Yeah.
Oh. When they said going retro, I expected it to look a lot worse than this.
It's a bullet hell game, so this isn't the gameplay you'll see.
No, I know. But I imagine there's CGI in it.
It's gonna be top down.
Yeah.
It looks cool though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Here we go.
Do you know what? I'm here for super high fidelity bullet hell.
I love these types of games. I love Resogun. Like, tell more about this. Yeah, man. This show's already better than the good one. The PC one.
But that's annoying for sure. Super.
I feel like
Get off.
Ah, yes. I'm all about this game. And they're not. Can it not
No,
turn?
mate, I'm not usually very good at these games. I know I'd have died there.
I imagine it goes from gameplay to CG cutscenes like this.
You see, this is how you do modern retro style games. That looks amazing.
Don't tell me that's just coming to Steam.
Fuck you and your
Signy
consoles.
is coming to Windows, Mac, and the Developers
Oh,
Hub
there you go.
next
Fuck you.
generation.
Next gen consoles.
Okay, so we're keeping the arcade vibes coming with a high-speed tribute to arcade racing classics like Daytona USA, and a
Oh.
stylish platformer that looks like a noir comic book.
She looks hench.
But first,
Ooh.
World premiere.
Cuts the flesh, the mind will fall. Slay the seven, save us all.
Is it the sins?
Fulfill what others failed to do. Mornia depends on you.
Oh my god, it's pixel art, Dark Souls.
Legit, yeah, that's legit what it looks
It
like.
legitimately is. That is everything you see there is a Dark Souls settle.
I wish I could play this.
Oh, with the Leon, but who plays from Resi 4?
Bex says the last game of that game.
It's got super loud for some reason.
Yeah,
Morbid.
That's cool.
The 7 Acolytes.
That's cool.
Magratheus.
What did Bex say, Chris, now that it stopped deafening me?
she said that the previous game looks a bit like Gungeon. I don't know what Gungeon is.
I don't know what Daddy is!
Hot Shot Racing. Oh my god. Like proper old school arcade racing.
It's all about that drift. So it's that Need for Speed game where you could be the cops or the racer. I don't know.
Yeah, it was that.
I played it, Corey, that's the worst part. I played it and I still couldn't tell you what it was called.
we saw this in
classic JRPGs. So far,
in the PC
we've
game.
a small portion of the game's overall content and the ways that you'll be able to learn from the past, act in the present, and rewrite the future, all in real time on one screen. This unique presentation lets you see the impact of your choices instantly, and to get really creative in combat by combining skills and playing with time. Speaking of combat, we just updated our demo on Steam to include Wilhelm, the Child Mage, in a mini Colosseum mode that features a number of new, challenging battles. We're really excited to be bringing Chris Tales both to next-gen consoles and all current consoles later this year.
I'm not feeling it.
Nah. Even though it's about me.
But you all acting me when it got revealed in the PC gaming show, like, oh, it's weird, Kate will like that.
No, we did that a lot about a lot of games, especially card ones.
Not that one.
This was like inside.
It does.
Good shit.
I fix computers. My clients pay cash. It's none of your goddamn business what I do with it. Wait, don't tell me you're with them.
Edgy. An edgy boy.
I'll try this. Oh. It's already out there.
Corporation, this tech enslavement, that. What's next? Chemtrails? Now it's our time to be heard. Join the revolution. Mother. Where the hell did they drop me?
And finally, we're delighted to announce the release date for Neon Abyss, a frantic action platformer which fuses classic visuals to an ingenious roguelike dungeon system. Its publisher, Team 17, has encapsulated the spirit of independent games for over 30 years, with titles including Worms, Overcooked, The Escapist, and a whole lot more.
They did that Snack game as well?
Snack Pass. No, that's Sumo Digital.
Exclusive.
Rated T for teen. Okay, you might be good at this game.
I'm sick of going on a team, you know I am.
Oh, this is like Towerfall.
What's that game where you're the little blob and you got to try and blow each other up?
Oh my god, Move or Die.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
No, the little blob is big boy.
You're gonna find little blobs and there's all different games move.
That's Move or Die. If you're on about that. Where you got to try and kill each other.
I thought Move or Die. Oh no, yeah, sorry, yeah. I was thinking of Squared and you said Move or Die, sorry.
Yeah. Do you know what? Okay, so was I.
To be fair, Move or Die wouldn't be a bad name for that game also. Like, because you do move and die a lot.
Yeah.
No, cool. Vivo.
Bex is going. She's bored.
Fair enough. See you later, Bex.
Bye.
Neon Abyss will be launching on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows on July 14th, 2020.
Our next game has been in early
sounded like you were
access
saying
since
that with a smile on
2018 with an almost 90% very positive reviews on Steam. Here's
What's
an
not
exclusive
Skate 4?
look at the new Easy Day Academy
Fake
high
skate.
school level in skateboarding sim Skater
It's
XL.
close. I feel like this is going to get like royally fucked
Exclusive.
over by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remaster.
No, because they're different. I feel like Skate is a more simulator game than
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's is.
Yeah, but is this skate though?
This is very similar to Skate. This is very similar to Skate. Really look at it.
Skate games making a comeback, man. Does anyone even skate anymore?
Yeah,
Hi,
man,
my
because
name is
all the
Dane.
kids
I'm the director
that
at
love
Easy
skate
Day
games back in the
Studios,
past can
and we're
afford to buy
working on
games.
Skater XL.
Yeah.
Today we're showing a first look at the Easy Day High School level. This is a new environment we've been working on for some time.
Why is it
and
every
we're
game
excited
they
to
show off
it
seems to be
today.
running like 720p?
The bits in between are at the right.
Weird.
This level is based
And
on
nothing
something
here
that's
has
really
been 60
key to
FPS.
skateboarding. Which
It might
is
be the like
California
because everyone's working
school
from home. It's the only
environment.
ones that
This is
can get
something
across
that's
to
been
people
in
without
countless
having to
skate
like
videos over the
actually bring
years,
it home. Maybe
elementary
I don't
schools,
know.
high schools,
No,
very
it's most
common
likely the
sort of
people that usually
area,
make the
type of
videos
terrain for
couldn't
skateboarding.
make the videos.
One thing we learned
So
in starting
people
to
that
build
have had
environments
to
for
make
Skater
them
XL
just
is
on the
that
fly.
we have a very unique
Yeah.
game mechanic, so we had to
Maybe.
go back to the drawing board on
The problems
how
of
levels were designed.
of lockdown
Pieces
stuff.
of the
eh?
level are combinations of elements that we've designed ourselves, but also we mix in countless real-world spots. There's probably
If this
about
comes out anywhere
25
near
real skate spots.
Pro Skater,
some that are very
Tony Hawk.
recognizable
When
to
is Pro
anyone in
Skater
skateboarding, from real high schools,
I
real
say
elementary schools.
September,
We've got Wallenberg, we've
September?
got Clipper,
September
we've
sounds
got
right.
parts of Lockwood
Yeah.
Elementary. Just
This
a
comes
lot of
out anywhere
different
near
places. Again, these
Even
are
though,
historic
like, it doesn't look
pieces. If
bad,
you know skating, you
might-
probably know a bunch of
it's
these
gonna get-
spots.
Imagine being
That's
in
cool.
The
and
interesting
then seeing
thing is,
an
again,
outfit
based
for
on
Pro
the game
Skater.
mechanic
I know, yeah,
itself,
you'd be well pissed
we've
off,
actually
wouldn't you?
massaged and tweaked each of these spots.
And Tony Hawk's
to
is
be
automatic. Even
not
if
just
this is
recognizable,
a
but
better
also
game than
really
Tony
fun
Hawk's,
and work with game
it's going to do better because it's got the name in it.
I am attached to it.
I hope they have Tony Hawk's in it, but I want old crusty Tony Hawk's.
The unique thing about Skater XL
We
is
need,
it really starts with
we need
the
Crash
controls.
Bandicoot in Tony Hawk's.
The joysticks, the analog sticks on the
No, that's
gamepad,
like-
map directly to the feet,
Why
so
not?
you have
'Cause they're
independent
Activision owned.
control of each of the foot. And everything
Spyro
is
even? Yeah, even has a
physics
skate
based
level in
and
his game.
generated, in the moment. So what this leads to is, kind of a first for skateboarding games in general, is that, the gameplay is not driven by animations, it's driven by the physics. We didn't actually program tricks into the game, we just programmed movement. And with that movement, you're able to do all kinds of tricks. So as you build up your skill, you're also building up your ability to articulate and perform those tricks in different ways. The element of style and execution.
See, I'd be the
comes
first one,
into
like,
it,
all the time.
And that's really where the satisfaction, the fun
Oh,
of this
yeah.
game comes, that you're
Same.
really directly in control. Just like real skateboarding, there's such a depth
Legit
in
don't know
the
anyone
ways that
who
you can use that
skates
board
in
and how
real
you can
life
develop
anymore.
your skills. It becomes a very personal thing.
Mum
And
got me a
in the real
skateboard for
world, that
Christmas
leads
when I was young.
to
And
all
I
these
went
other
outside,
things that
got all
pop up
padded up
around
and that,
skateboarding,
and I
the
got a helmet
culture and the
and went
creative
outside, got
side
on
and
it, immediately
the
fell off my first
community,
bad thing, never
and
touched it
that's something very unique to skateboarding you don't see
We'd love to see that.
with other things. So, our goal
I
is
must
really
have
been
been
to
about 10.
capture a lot of those elements and bring them into the game as well.
Good job you put the helmet on then, eh?
The interesting thing is that it's been
Protecting
a
the concrete
decade
from
since
Corey's
the
big
last
ass
entrant into the skateboarding genre.
I'm sorry, I
Having
couldn't
explored in
Oh my
in recent
God.
times.
If I didn't
when
have
you
it, I wouldn't have anywhere to live
all
anymore.
these different things available to connect the community
Chris
to put
sending you all
content
them
out,
big head names
different
on Facebook.
platforms. So we're seeing a really
Yeah,
interesting
just like it.
explosion of content, our creative community, and modders, and all these different
I'm
things
there with you, Corey. I got 4 heads for
around the
days.
core of
4
the game.
beds.
So it's really
Do
exciting.
you know what
to
we
see
need?
what it's
We
gonna be in
need
the future.
a
Skater XL is
thick
coming
board
out
meme
on
that
all
compares
major
the new
platforms
Chris to
July
Kylo Ren.
28th, and that includes the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation
Florida.
4, Xbox One, and PC.
Dad sent me to the moon.
Thanks, Dane, and the whole team at
That's
Easy Day Studios. Our next
It looks-
game
that's just
bills
exactly what
itself
it
as
looks like.
Synthwave
Exactly what it is.
FPS.
Which means it looks nice and you shoot things.
It's already been a big hit on Steam, and we're pleased to
in.
announce today that it's now coming to Xbox One. This is
Ooh.
GTTOD. Get to the orange door.
This is going to be a free-for-all shooter, isn't it?
We have arrived.
I think it's gonna be a quick talk run game.
Yeah.
Good animations.
Right, the neon.
Defo a quick run game.
Yeah.
The stream quality does no justice.
No. You get the gist though.
The music reminds me of Battlezone.
Yeah, 100%, yeah, 100%.
That was such a good game. It's a shame headset broke.
Alright.
We never did finish that game. Chris.
We got really far and then
Yeah. I think we got unlucky with the last map section,
Get to
didn't
the
we?
Orange Door is coming to Xbox One in 2020, and we're pleased to announce that a new demo is available right now, free to download on Steam.
Okay, Nolan, come on, you're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
No, I mean you're gonna be dying when you play our next game.
Wow.
A third-person action-adventure, get this, it's set within
What?
a coma where you explore your memories while fighting for your life.
Okay, I'm confused.
It's that season of
I
Archer.
think I need to see the trailer.
All right, glad you asked.
That sounds like an interesting.
Exclusive.
Is it called In a Coma?
Beth's talking to me, but it's not Beth.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Aww. This looks trippy.
It looks in the AF.
Yeah. Interesting idea though. Fuck you, PlayStation.
Oh, it's out in a week. Well, less than a week.
Waking is coming to Xbox and Steam on June 18th, 2020.
Who wants an exclusive premiere? Well, I'm not really asking here. This is actually
Looks
our next game is a sequel to the critically acclaimed World War II flying sim Bomber Crew, which
Space
boldly
Bomber Crew.
goes as close as its licensing team allows into a new era. You get it.
World premiere.
Oh, I know them.
For too long, the Phasmids have been causing trouble in our peaceful little corner of space. But not any longer.
Gina, let's go full Abrams with the flares.
Enlist today to embark on an epic space adventure.
They
And
know.
do
They know.
Part. Ooh, let's get some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina.
Join us
This is
on Athena
Catastrophe,
Station.
but like
It might be.
more
Maybe.
Experience the
creepy, more
rush
like
of
in
space
depth.
flight. Seek out new life. And make new friends.
Oh, cute.
And make new friends. And make new friends along the way. Live, laugh,
This is
and
Catastrophe,
prosper.
where like more.
And may the fourth join the space crew.
Gina, let's zoom around in 3D and get some explosions going on here. End it with a bang.
That looks good. I like that.
Space
Is it
Crew
going
is
from
published
Game
by
Pass?
Curve Digital and will launch on PC,
Maybe.
Xbox One, PS4, and Switch in late 2020.
Hey, Nolan, I got a good question
Apple.
for you. You ready?
That's what it sounded like.
What is scarier than clowns?
Oh, no.
Nothing is scarier than clowns. You know
Rock.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd been to
Yes, sir.
Wales. You should probably cover your eyes for this.
Oh no.
What is it? What's
Exclusive.
I like trains.
These are not words I wish to write. I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me. He wishes me to sing for him as she did. To become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Ben
His
Tester,
name's
and I'm
Tester.
head of marketing
Oh.
at Wells Interactive. Right now, we're
Mate,
actually working on a new title.
we had
Made
an
of
engineer
Scale, and we're really
come to
excited
repair
be
a
able to
thing
share
up
with you
this
new
this
and
week.
exclusive
Man, his
gameplay
surname was literally Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, you get loads of people called Jesus.
Jesus!
Made of
Yeah,
Scare
it
is a
was
first-person
Ricardo
survival horror game,
Jesus.
which features a story inspired by Welsh folklore. It fuses psychological,
Oh, it's
gothic,
Welsh
and British
folklore,
horror.
that's cool.
Set in 1898, Made of Scare is inspired by the haunting Welsh tale of
Oh.
Elizabeth Williams. It's a story of a family
I'm
empire
sure this
that's
game looks
driven
way
by
better than what the
torture,
stream's showing me
slavery,
right now.
piracy,
I mean,
and a supernatural
you're telling me it
mystery
isn't a
that
Minecraft
suffocates the
clone?
grounds of the hotel. In this footage, we wanted to explore
so
the 3D
blocky.
sound-based AI system
in
that
the
is
dark
the core
especially.
survival mechanic. We want to show you what you can do.
Problem is
to
they've
remain
all
undetected,
they've all rushed
and
fast
if
in
you're
codes,
caught,
ain't they?
what tools are available for you to
It's
survive.
YouTube compressed.
Yeah,
The
do
enemies
fast
in
in
Scare
code
Hotel
and
are
then
completely
YouTube
blind,
does it on top.
and they hunt
So
by
it's
only
like,
what they can
wow.
hear. So any noise that you make from walking or running, bumping into environmental objects, or even breathing heavily will often result in death.
Oh shit.
So you can
That
avoid
get you, Chris?
detection by creeping,
Did, yeah.
avoiding the obstacles that make the noise. But if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only
I like
option.
this idea.
If you mistime this and run out of breath, then even your panting
shit.
will get you killed. You are not completely defenseless. There'll be a sound-based weapon available
Seems good
with
to
limited ammo that's hidden in and around the grounds of the hotel. You'll have to find health items, collectibles, puzzle pieces, map pieces, and story pickups. All items that you can find and add to your inventory.
Bro, this game
The
looks
game will
sick.
feature 3 levels of difficulty.
You can't, it's
The
gonna
scares
scare the
remain
shit out of me
same
though.
throughout, but a change in AI behavior,
That is your problem.
enemy strength, limited manual saves, and reduced ammo and health
Sounds like a
items
me
will
problem.
put more of an emphasis on that classic survival horror experience. Made of Scare is coming to PC and console, with a digital and physical launch on PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh
this
shit,
July.
July!
You can wishlist the game now on Steam, and pre-purchase will be available in the coming weeks.
Okay, we're
Thank
playing
you
this.
for joining us.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoy
Hopefully
the
we can see
show.
each other by July. I'm glad to go.
Is it on console?
Yeah.
X, go and give it to you.
Hey Nolan, you can open your eyes now.
Made of Scare.
Okay, there you go. All right, Made of Scare launches on PS4, Xbox, Switch, and Windows in 2020.
Hey, Em, what's better than looking at one upcoming game?
Is this another one of your dad jokes?
It's looking at a collection of upcoming games in the space of a few minutes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here's an incredible lineup of future hits to
Montage.
get excited about.
Smash cut montage.
That was really
I feel like future games.
I think Smite already exists.
Oh, this looks if this does. Fall Guys.
Well, guys, there you go.
Oh, that's cute. That looks
Can't wait
good.
for this game.
It's like Takeshi's Castle in a game.
Oh, I've seen this as well. It's cool. Yeah. The odd monster, that's the third one.
Oh, looks like those things from Final Fantasy.
It does. But what's the name from Final Fantasy 9?
Who's it?
Everyone's doing.
I don't care. It's just pixel art. Top.
Yeah, innit? But have you noticed everyone's doing Cyberpunk? Oh my god, you're playing as a dog in this one.
Dog God.
Not even touching that.
It's usually dog powers and character extreme though.
Like a puzzle game. I can't even read what that says because it's on top of a white Inkunati?
Inculinati.
That's not easy to say.
Wasn't it? It took me a good 10 seconds look staring at it.
Hello.
Wave break. Just like I don't know, the game that used to be like that. Literally everyone's doing Cyberpunk because of Cyberpunk. Everyone's in that Cyberpunk hype. Oh, Windjammers?
Again, that's not new.
No. Maybe they're coming to like Maybe they're just saying what's coming to new consoles or that. I don't know. Hammer King. Remember what's that dwarf game?
Oh god, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Dwarf and Battle Bros, that was it. Oh wow. That's an episode.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hello.
Montage.
And you can find out more information about all those titles by heading to gamesradar.com. Our next game appeared in our sister event.
Obviously,
the
they didn't
PC
think they were
Gaming
worth
Show, just a
mentioning if
few
they
hours
shoved it
ago.
all in a
And we're
montage.
delighted to have John Pearl join us now for an exclusive look at Remnant from the Ashes DLC.
These look good to be fair when we saw it.
2923.
Yeah.
Did you just say Remnant?
Exclusive.
Yeah, Remnant.
As in like the old Xbox 360 game Remnant.
No. Might be a sequel.
It doesn't look weeb enough to be the
Hello,
game I'm thinking
I'm
of,
John
so I'm
Pearl,
gonna
the
find
design
out.
director at Gunfire Games. Right now, the team is hard at work on
Hey, John
Subject
Pearl.
2923, the final DLC for Remnant from the Ashes. This DLC is much larger and more expansive than any of the previous content we've released.
I have some game. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, go to that for you.
What did you do?
What's off at the pencil? It's like on the long screen.
This DLC will introduce a brand new campaign that takes place a year after the events of the base campaign of Remnant. This campaign focuses on the origin of the Dreamer project and how it connects to the Roots invasion on Earth. With the footage we're showing, we're giving y'all a sneak peek at the icy and unforgiving heights of the new explorable world of Reesum. The inhabitants of the world are an entirely new faction of enemies,
Like
the
rats.
Uriki, which are a race of menacing humanoid rats.
There you go then.
In combat, you'll find they are as resourceful as they are deadly.
Vermin pod.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, I was thinking.
This DLC has a lot of additional content, with the addition of
This
the new
DLC an
campaign
additional, I would
comes
hope
all
so.
new quests, bosses, weapons, trinkets, armor sets, and more. Additionally, Reesum will be added as an option in adventure mode, and if you have the Swamps of Courses DLC, it'll add Reesum to the rotation of survival mode as well. The Subject
Are you ruining everyone's
2923
immersion again, Cora?
DLC is coming to PC,
Did you do?
Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 20th. And we can't wait for everyone to play it. Thank you so much for tuning in to find out what's next for Remnant from the Ashes. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the future game show.
Cool.
All right, so Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, will launch on Xbox One, PS4, and Windows PC.
You're just not telling you when.
And now for something completely different.
Looks like Albertville.
Oh, this little part of I would be on that.
Everybody loves playing board games now they're finally cool. But they're not so easy to play when you can't meet up with your friends or loved ones. Don't fret, my old chums. Here at Thunderbox HQ, we've been working
Okay, sounds
tirelessly
like
to create
Laszlo.
state-of-the-art AI,
A little bit.
amazing computer graphics, a bitching synth soundtrack, and our laser-powered but totally harmless board game zapping digitizer. Also, we can bring
board
you
game
a
simulator.
retro sci-fi survival strategy we like to call The Captain is Dead. Let me just load it up for you.
That was
That was loud.
Oh my god, there are aliens all over the ship. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this looks kind of dangerous. Good.
Ready. Get your goddamn dirty tentacles off of my spaceship!
Biological components operating at 100%. Skill assimilated.
interesting art style.
Reminds me of one of those old-fashioned video games. And I'm done.
Taking charge. I haven't used one of these since 3086.
I was more hyped when we thought it was going to just be a board game thing.
Still got it.
I think it might have been a board game before this.
The captain is dead. Head on over right now to Steam.
Head over right now to Steam right now.
The Captain is Dead is a digital board game and will launch on Steam in 2020.
Okay, so our next games, they're linked by their focus on player creativity. From designing a food-themed obstacle course for you and your friends.
Corey, do you remember that game where you used to
creating
make
a
like
mobile
siege
base
weapons?
that traverses a savage land.
Yes.
But let's start with a title called Main Assembly.
Hello, inventors, and welcome to Main Assembly, a
believe
game
I've
that
got it
gives you
on
the
Steam.
freedom
What do
to
you have on
create
Steam?
anything
I don't know,
you
one
can
of us
imagine.
does.
With huge open sandboxes to explore, your creations will be pushed to the breaking point. Jam-packed with
I think
loads
it's
of
name
challenges
time.
and parts to unlock,
Undock
pushing
or
your inventions
reprint.
to the limit. Revolutionary freeform crafting
Oh my God,
lets
what
you
a
construct
derpy ass
anything
spider.
with ease and precision. Once you have perfected your design, why not take it for a test flight? Happy with how your robot looks?
It's a robot builder,
With the
Kate.
visual
Rob will
programming
love this.
interface, you can set up controls and use sensors to make logic
Just
for
people.
different types
How
of
long till we
automation
make
and
giant
really
dicks?
put your creations together. Or
Within the
friends
first,
to
within the
game
first 5
and
minutes of it
collaborate.
being released.
Show your creations to the world and test out what others in the community have built in the workshop.
So
Will
you
your
build
creation be the one that everyone is talking about? Main Assembly
So it's
is out
dreams.
now
It's
in
another
early
Team
access.
17.
Oh,
Dream.
see you there, inventors.
Just mechanical stuff.
Bad yolk. I heard you just smash grids for the last game. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you'll like this game. I think we saw this in the PC gaming show.
Is it a weeb game? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It just looks cute.
No, look, if anything, it's a
Hello, my name's
Pop
Jamie
viral
Jackson
game.
and I'm from
Oh,
Mythical
it is
Games.
cute.
And today we're super excited to give you an in-depth look at our new games, Blanco's Block Party. We're a new studio created by a bunch of veterans who helped create some of the world's biggest
That
game
sounds like a
franchises,
superhero name, Jamie
including
Jackson.
Call of Duty, World
He's
of
like,
Warcraft,
we're from the people who made
Skylanders,
Call of
DJ
Duty,
Hero, Guitar
and they come
Hero,
out with this.
and Minecraft Story Mode. Blanco's Block Party is a game about vinyl toys coming to life.
10 out of 10, better
but
Call of Duty.
it's actually more than just a game. It's a place for
7 out of 10, too much
gamers
water.
and
I
content
play a
creators
pop
and
vinyl Call of Duty. Would
to
you not?
come together and to build and to own and to set the rules for the worlds that they want to play in. So here we can see one of our Blancos running around the junction. The junction in Blancos is a really cool place that is just the beginning of the Blancos world that is going to grow over time.
I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, Chris.
You go there as a solo player, it's going to be full of...
You can tell like everyone's stuck at home and stuff because
It's gonna be
like
full of
none
gigs
of the stuff
and
is like
guests
scripted or
that
anything. It's
he's
just because
gonna
the amount
set
of
for
ums he's
you.
just put in that. You know what I
As
mean?
you do these things in the junction, you're going to level up your Blancos, so you're going to be able to train them to do different things.
Well,
So each
these aren't
Blanco
typically the
you
people that
own,
present the game.
not only
These
do
people that
you
are
get
making
to
the game.
train it and to be the type of Blanco you want it to be, so you could make it super fast and jumpy. You could
And
make
it's
it
fine,
super
it's
tough
just-
for some of the
it's very
shooters.
different to the
You could
E3s that
make
we
it super
had
powerful
previously,
for
obviously.
some of the race games. You're also going to be able to get these really cool rewards from the quests. Some of the things might be
Excuse
things
me.
attached to your Blanco that just look cool. Some of them will actually enhance a lot of your abilities. But the junction is just the beginning, and it's going to grow and get bigger and bigger over time. Now what we're seeing is some of the
Not feeling good about
UGC
that clown.
content. So everything here,
No.
people just built using the UGC editor. We wanted it to be super easy for players to build
Dream.
and create these games. The key to it is everything can be done with a game controller. In Blanco's Block Party, you're going to be getting new content seasonally. And what that means is we're going to be delivering you some really cool stuff that is only available for that season. So if you go and buy a Blanco
Oh,
in
okay.
season 1, that won't be available once
Keep
you get to
buying our
season
stuff.
2. So if you manage to
Literally.
snag one of the cool ones, you're going to be one of the few that gets to keep that for as long as you want to keep it. The same applies to any of the days and the quests. Those are going to be locked to a season, and anything that you
Excuse
get
me.
from completing
Okay,
those things only is available in that season.
I've been to work
Ownership
today.
is a
I'm
key
tired
part
of
the
that.
experience. So our proprietary technology
Work,
platform
it doesn't have to
provides
leave his house.
Work in your
verified and creative verifiable assets.
I
Move.
actually left
It
the
allows us
house
to
to go to
legitimize
work.
the type of grey markets that pop up around so many games.
You're currently
and it
looking
gives
at my work
players the
environment.
power to dictate the value of those assets. And the key thing is you as a player own it, and we're going to make it really easy for you to do what you want with that.
This is a cool idea and all that, but I don't like these kind of games.
Yeah, when they give you like the free reign to do whatever you want.
I can't handle that.
I
just
get
can't handle
the
it.
creative and then I get
There needs to be some like guidance, doesn't there? Like some sort of
When I can do
overarching
whatever
goal.
I want, I don't know what to do, and then I kind of just get bored.
PC
later
Yeah.
this year, and we will be.
It's like I'm
announcing more
halfway
and
through
more
creating a
different
gaming dreams, and I
platforms
just
and
got
Vita soon.
playing other
If you
stuff
want
and
to
then
know
I'm
more
bored.
about it, head over.
That was why I like Subnautica so much.
reservio.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter.
Just
at
there's a
Blanco
goal.
Blanco's and Instagram.
There's a goal. Yeah.
Thank
It would
you
be
and
under the
enjoy the
sea.
show.
It is under the sea, which is
it's
why
super under the sea.
Under the sea.
I might, bros. I might.
Yeah, there's like a tiny portion of the game that's above the water. The rest of it is literally underwater.
Try that bit.
No, thank you.
Uh-huh.
What is this?
I feel like we've seen this in the PC gaming show as well, or maybe not.
I got super hyped then because I thought it might have been Final Fantasy, but
What's up, bro?
You won't want to stand on that.
This motherfucker's gonna start building a hut and I'm gonna be out. You watch.
Yeah, we've established that Corey hates building games. Like anything you have to survive and build stuff.
So, I'll just get so bored so quick.
Do you reckon he built that structure right there, Corey?
That's what me trying to make a house that thing was. Well, where do you live, Corey? I don't know.
Hi, my name is Lucas.
Oh, this
I'm
looks-
a producer here at
Oh,
Donkey
is
Crew
it a
working on Last
boat
Oasis. And today I would like to show you our new map.
Lambo.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival
Oh, it's an
MMO
MMO.
combining
Oh, it's got
innovative
like legs on it. That's
that
sick.
allow players to
might.
traverse
Is it?
the world on complex wooden machines.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
can sailing. It's got
Epic
fucking
battles,
legs.
both against the fauna and against each other.
This is Wild Wild
Leave a
West
mark
shit,
on the
this is.
player-driven economy and do
Is it?
many more exciting
Wild-
things in
how?
this unique world.
Because it's a
What
giant
we're
spider.
showing
Oh
you
no,
today
there you go,
is the
Corey.
next big
Collect.
addition to
He's
the
gonna
game,
build something
a
with the stuff he
volcanic
collects.
Oasis. This upcoming type of a map consists
Oh,
of
no.
all new areas to explore.
Oh no, look at
from
that tall
cold
bottom
and
bar.
barren
Oh no.
fields stretching all the way to the horizon.
Looks
to
like Ark,
hardened
but without
volcanic rock
dinosaurs.
formations that creates natural passages.
Oh, hell yes, it does
and
have legs, you are
scorching
right.
hot lava lakes, obliterating
That does
anything
not look
that
like it's gonna
gets
work.
near. As you
It's got
travel
stuck in
through
lava.
these vast virgin terrains,
How is that
you get a
like? How have they
chance
not just
to
like
discover
campfire? It's made of
efficient
wood.
ways to mine obsidian
think it is, I think it's made
and
of metal.
find rare loot in
Look at that
mysterious
one move.
man-made
Wow.
stone ruins, and even hunt
Literally,
legendary
why
killers,
would you make something
these
so
giant
complicated when you
winged
can just make
lizards
wheels?
inhabiting
And
mountains in
wheels
hot
maybe don't
climates.
exist in this universe.
Harsh conditions of the volcanic land.
You can see a wheel right there.
Wheel right there.
To survive if they decide to settle on this hot soil. Greenery and sources of water
So
are hard to
dirty.
come by. And
Gears are more
hostile flying
complicated than
monsters
wheels.
Don't make it
There's a
any
gear right
easier
there,
to explore
so-
because they're attracted
So
to walker
dirty.
winds, making it essential for anyone who decides to venture towards these new territories to prepare in
That's what
advance.
wingtip flops.
Smart
Stiletto
traders
work,
will likely
Walker.
take
that
advantage
appeals
of the
on?
resource scarcity to try to make some flots on desperate nomads missing some wood or water, while explorers will be risking their lives to gather rare resources that appear in high quantities in these dangerous conditions. We are working tirelessly to bring in more content and improvements for the game, so make sure to try Last Oasis out now on
jump to see
Steam.
that.
See you next
And it was
time.
about to fall backwards, and that's why they ended the trailer.
Do it before I die, quick. Stop it.
Next up, the Future Game Show talks to industry experts about how next-gen consoles and PC technology are
Next gen.
changing the way we play. We
What do
hope
you mean,
enjoy
with
our
a
special
controller and a mouse and
investigation
keyboard,
into
yeah?
The future of gaming. And for the record, we called it that first.
Okay.
Kate, do you ever watch that demo?
Oh, here you go.
The Unreal demo. Did you ever
Halo, I
watch
saw Halo.
I saw
Oh.
Halo then, Corey, yes.
Got everything here, really.
I don't know
This
what
is
we're
why
talking
they
about.
had to delay and go after
That's the
PlayStation,
word.
because half the stuff they showed on here was in the PlayStation thing.
Like Halo.
It's time to see
Well, like
what's
Horizon just now.
Yeah, true. What's it? Oh, it's the music. It's a music,
The
guys.
new generation of gaming is upon us, with home consoles such as Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Xbox
I don't
Series
like it.
X
I don't
set
like
to
the
release in
white.
late 2020.
I don't like the
Developers
PlayStation.
are
I think it
preparing
looks
to
ugly.
change the way we play. For
Thank you,
We
Kate.
see
That's
companies
exactly
like
what I
Google Stadia
said.
No,
continuing
like,
to
I
push
like the
boundaries of
discless
cloud
one.
gaming
The one with the
technology, while
disc
studios like Epic
drive
Games
looks
are
like it's
beginning
got
to
some
show
sort
us
of
what
cancer,
a
but the
new
discless
generation
one
of
is
engines
nice.
will be capable
If the colours were opposite, I
The
wouldn't
Future
mind.
Game Show has caught up with some of the world's leading developers in fields including
But who even
graphics,
cares?
audio,
Because they're gonna put it
storytelling,
under
and
something
machine
and we're never gonna
learning
see it again.
to discover how the
True.
next generation of hardware will push
Please,
video
some of them
games
have
in a
improved
way that
audio
we
on
have
consoles
never
because it was
experienced
utter
before.
shite in the
And they
current gen.
have, with the PlayStation especially.
Just made a big deal out of it.
The way that I see game worlds changing in the next generation is with a bigger focus on player interaction and making the worlds feel truly alive. We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them. So, of course, graphics will take a huge leap forward, but it's the complexity, diversity, and the freedom to play around in them that I think will be the biggest leap.
The new technology that really excites me is using machine learning, both to make the game feel
AI
more
recreates Batman.
responsive and
Wow.
meaningful
Yeah,
to
it's
the
cool.
player, and to augment my abilities as a game
It doesn't
developer.
sound impressive, but
The
it's
way
very
that I
impressive.
see video games evolving in the next generation
No, it sounds
is
impressive.
with richer game interactivity. We've seen graphics fidelity just explode over the last 20 years.
Ghost of Tsushima
Things
looks
can look
beautiful.
so good these days, it's crazy. But the sorts of things you can do in video games have not really caught up. What I'm super interested in is solving problems that help game worlds and the characters in them play in
So
the feel
better AI,
as alive
basically.
as they can now
Yeah.
look. The next generation of tools and technology
Animations
should
as
allow
well.
the game to really acknowledge the emergent, creative things you can do as a player, and to help game developers create richer, more soulful game worlds. I'm really excited about using technologies like semantic ML to help game characters feel more responsive and alive, to get the game to create content not just randomly, but based on the kinds of things you've done as a player so far.
One way that game worlds might feel more alive in the future is by replacing scripted interactions with organic conversations. This live demo from Russian AI project LiveMind literally puts words into Geralt's mouth and could be a sign of things to come.
Do you remember Beckenwood Derby?
Yes, I won a great saddle for racing that.
That looks...
It's not there yet.
That was not there.
Of course, it isn't just
Whoa.
game worlds that will evolve in the next generation, but the
I can't
types
wait
of
to see
stories being told
proper
within them
Assassin's
too.
Creed gameplay.
Narrative is such an important component to the games we play, furthering our connection
two
with
games
virtual
have not
spaces and the
cool
characters that
layouts or-
inhabit them. It makes sense then that this is one area developers are eager to evolve.
I wrote my first game for a computer with 1K on cassette.
Beyond the Steel Sky.
Obviously,
Kate, didn't we play that game at
later,
EGX?
So much has changed. But in
I
some
can't
ways,
remember, bro.
we're still pursuing
Maybe.
the same goal.
The biggest benefit of games as a storytelling medium is the interaction, but often we still tell
Oh,
the
that's been
stories
delayed to
at the
November.
players instead
Oh,
of
wow,
truly
around
letting
about
them
that
be a part of it.
Future of interactive storytelling should be about how we can make the experience as frictionless as possible.
Really making the player feel like
That's
they're
back.
actually part of the story. Tailored experiences that they can do not only by
What
themselves,
game's
but
this?
also with
It
friends,
says in the bottom left, Chris.
Oh, shit, that's Fortnite.
What game is this? Are you kidding me?
Explore more
Chris's new
collaborative
favourite game?
ways,
IRL.
telling stories to larger groups of players at once, without telling each of them that only they are the chosen one.
When we start thinking to ourselves, is traversal what should be at the heart of every storytelling experience in AAA? You know, can we
Yeah,
make
apparently
it
that
more
was
about
terrible,
internal
Erica.
conflicts rather than those external conflicts of running, jumping, and shooting?
Movies never have to cut away to load the next scene or more assets. If there's a cut to black, it's only because the director wanted that cut in that exact moment. And storytelling goes well beyond just the words being said. It's the audio, and the camera shot, and effects, and the location. Now with characters and the world looking more real than ever, less downtime due to loading, and more feedback from our controllers, we'll hopefully
Look
see
at that.
large
Okay, no.
or more immersive
Division won't
scenes
need to
that
load on
won't let
Xbox
up
Series
just
X.
because the hardware requires it.
Won't get stuck at 10% like we always do.
A new generation of hardware means we are about to encounter a new frontier for graphical fidelity and visual effects. That's a given. But what about game audio? Sony and Microsoft are putting more emphasis than ever before on audio. And in the way that sound can draw us in game worlds like never before, could our sense of immersion in virtual spaces be about to change entirely?
In the next generation, audio will definitely be recorded and expressed in a much bigger sense. We're already starting to see hints of it already. Technologies such as ambisonics and ambisonics are being rediscovered, and people are starting to think in
surround
ways of
sound makes
how
the
we
biggest
could even
difference, man.
push the boundaries even further.
So one of the things that's so exciting about the next gen audio is that it's promising just a whole new level of immersion. Obviously, the PS5 3D audio is kind of the
He has a
most
very hairy neck.
outspoken example of this. And so with
Like
that new
his
immersion,
his chest hair meets
hopefully
his
is
beard
gonna
hair.
come whole new levels of player engagement.
This is something that's very special about sound and music is that it really gets to, it accesses the core of who we are, and the fact that we have 3D audio will enhance that in a much grander sense.
Of course, some of the biggest changes to play you won't be able to see, from smaller teams being given the tools to more easily achieve their creative ambitions, the expansion of services such as cross-platform play and cloud gaming, to a huge reduction in load times and install sizes. Here's just some of the reasons developers are excited about the changes on the near horizon.
Oh god, I can't wait for the new Fallout.
Generation should feel more social than ever, with all the online services bound to get a refresh.
Yeah, I'll see you
I
3
definitely
years,
feel
4
like
years,
the next
12 years.
generation will have more opportunities to play together when we can't be together.
I think the future of mobile gaming is really about 2 things. The first is about ubiquity. The second part of mobile gaming in the
I don't
future
want
is
to play
about
mobile
gamer
games.
sociability.
Mobile games,
People
the
are gonna
future of
play
video
games
games.
in a more and more
To be fair though,
social
with
and
stuff like
it'd be
Stadia and
strange in
stuff,
the future if you find
you'd
someone
be playing
starts
console
playing
games on your phone, you know what I mean?
and never plays any
I
game
don't think
other
we care enough.
No,
Crossplay
because the
is
controller.
becoming more widely accepted
controller.
and
Yeah,
implemented,
controller with
and
you,
that
a
means
controller to
you
attach
shouldn't
to
have
my
to coordinate
phone.
what SKU you're getting with your friend, what
Yeah,
version
but
they're
you
getting,
then
what platform
you've got a
they're
controller
on.
looking at
You
a
should be
tiny
able
ass
to
screen.
seamlessly play together,
It
which
works
is
though, I've played the whole of Hellblade like that.
Load times.
The problem is that sort of stuff. If nobody that doesn't already play games like that are going to use
overall
that.
the focus.
No, I know, but like I used it when I'm on holiday when I haven't got access to my Xbox.
The next
That's what it's
Yeah, I
for.
get it,
hardware
but
should
a
allow
person who
smaller
plays normal mobile games
create
now
products of a
doesn't
higher
care.
graphical fidelity.
Thing is, Chris, on holiday you won't be able to stream something like
I did.
that. And you were damn lucky.
Very, very high resolution. And we'll be able
Seriously.
to rely on gaming to do so much.
Works
You
alright.
go to most holiday places, their internet is too shit, and there's no 4G,
Works alright in hotels.
let alone 5G. Good luck getting 5G out in the sticks. You know.
And developers who previously couldn't have competed at the high end will be able to do so. It's a really exciting time.
We'd like to thank everyone who gave up their time to bring us that insight into the future of gaming.
All right, our
Yeah,
next
Rebecca
game is
Games.
introduced
I thought
by
he was gonna
gaming
say like it
legend.
was over
Thanks,
then.
Emily. You know, guys,
No, seriously, Nolan? Oh my god. Okay, no, I refer, of course, to Brian Fargo. He's the original producer of Fallout. He's here to tell you about the action RPG Wastelands 3.
I'm
You
not
like,
quite interested
you like
in
his
that,
games, Wasteland.
It's on Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah. Sexual content. Cool.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Fargo. I was the executive producer on the original Fallout.
Oh yeah, because they're owned by
Wasteland
Xbox now, Intel.
series. And I'm here to tell you today that finally Wasteland 3 is coming August 28th for the Xbox.
Oh shit! Look at his light, the
PC,
potion light.
and PlayStation
It
4.
changed colour.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
Who would do this?
Oh shit!
He was like, I can't make Fallout anymore.
Who
It's
would
sold. What should we
murder
make now? How about we
families
make
and
Fallout?
children?
Original Fallout, yeah.
Let's find the monsters who did this.
Apparently, very good games.
Yeah, I've heard they're really good games.
What's the jam?
Like think like Mario Rabbids, but like more open world.
No, it's not like Mario Rabbids. Mario Rabbids is like XCOM.
Yeah, I know that's
It's not that.
it's yeah, but it's like an RPG, but like that style, like moving.
It doesn't look like my kind of game.
No. You never know though. Free on Game Pass, so you might as well try it out.
No. I can tell by watching this it's not my kind of game.
Fair enough.
I'm actually watching now, I'm not looking at memes anymore, I'll put my phone down.
It's very, very story heavy. Very.
That was Deep Silver making
Yeah.
it. Oh, Deep Silver were publishing it. Yeah.
Wastelands 3 is coming to Xbox One, PS4,
Wastelands
Windows,
Yeah, this has been
Mac,
out early
and
access for a
Linux
while.
on August 28th,
I think they had a
2020.
beta out at some point.
Question. If clowns are a 10 on the scalerometer?
And what? My dying is like a 4.
Yeah, we've been over this. Look, if clowns are like high, then our next game needs a new scoring system. Check out this new gameplay from survival horror Remothered, Broken Porcelain.
Oh.
Sounds cool.
Exclusive.
Rated M for mature.
Please come in, Miss Reed. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Ashman.
I'm all for spooky games.
Do you remember me?
Oh no!
Spooky.
Oh no!
I'm Jennifer, by the way.
investigators claim to have spotted a definitive...
Lindsay? But call me Lynn.
Oh.
At last.
How can they say horror game of the year before
It's
it comes
just
to
a bad dream.
Looks
They're
good.
confident, Chris. They're confident.
Oh, looks good.
What have you done to her?
Hermione Simulator.
Seems very much like what's that game I played? It's in terms of style, like Plague Tale in terms of like and stuff. That was a very good game. I'm gonna play this.
You won't do it, Mr. Ashman.
Of course I will.
Who's making this? Oh shit, son.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
August? That's really not far away either. I'll play that.
It's
Hello,
spooky
this-
things everywhere.
Stormmind Games, Devil Arts. Yeah.
Remothered Broken Porcelain comes to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows in late 2020.
Next up, we have a world-exclusive teaser for a new title.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the Harry Potter game then.
No spoilers here, but if there's a full moon tonight, we all should stay
More horror.
inside.
World premiere.
Ow.
Got a werewolf. Yeah, werewolf. There you go. Werewolf. It's called werewolf.
Werewolf the Apocalypse Harp Throws.
Oh, okay.
That was a great trailer. That's the best trailer I think I've seen.
Oh man, we can't wait to see more from this team in the coming months.
So the Future
I mean,
Game
or
Show has
anything.
taken a closer look at the games of tomorrow, but big changes are happening to the way we play right now. Features such as cross-progression and cross-play allow us to...
Crossplay? It sounds like you that time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
As I was saying, new features like crossplay let PS4 owners connect with Xbox, Switch, and PC owners in their favorite shooters. And we caught up with developers Hi-Rez about how these features work in their current and upcoming games.
Crossplay lets you play games with your friends,
Crossplay the
regardless
future.
of which platform they own.
My
And
favourite
it's
thing
grown
from
in
next gen.
popularity thanks to titles such as Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. Developers Hi-Rez Studios are trailblazers in this field,
Games
but
this-
the industry as a whole has been slower to embrace the potential of crossplay. We caught up with Hi-Rez to ask why, and to discover the importance of crossplay as we head into the next generation.
Looks like an Overwatch style Fortnite.
To overcome the challenges of making crossplay work, you need to change
Did anyone
people's
see
mindsets.
whatever was in that door
There's a
then?
fear that platforms will lose revenues and lose players to competing platforms if they open the doors to crossplay and progression. In the future, I think you'll start to see consoles and other platforms embrace a truly play-anywhere experience.
It will become increasingly less important what hardware you're using to access the game and much more about like connectivity and communication.
There'll still be exclusives, but the true crossover hits won't be constrained to one platform.
Crossplay and cross-progression also challenges game developers to think more globally and holistically about audiences. That you should be able to play from anywhere, doing anything, and kind of have that that follow you around as you go from console to console or platform to platform.
If they
Because
choose
dogs in the
Xbox or
background.
PlayStation or Nintendo or PC for the next
That's the
generation,
best part.
it doesn't matter. The game they love and the purchases they made will come with it.
Working
Players
from home.
expect the same experience across all of their platforms, and so to be able to actually pull that off takes a reasonably high level of sophistication. And you also want to ensure that kind of competition across all these platforms is fair regardless of who they're up against. Now that a console game is a PC game, is a mobile game, for many games, things like cultural relativism, localization, global community management are a bigger and bigger role in gaming. So I think the long answer short, that's one of the kind of maybe hidden benefits of crossplay, is it stimulates diversity and kind of a global approach to how you think about gaming.
To deliver next-gen crossplay and progression like this, it takes commitment from the start. Hi-Rez Studios currently publishes 3
what they
crossplay and
make?
cross-progression titles, with a 4th coming this summer. We keep learning new lessons, but the single biggest is it's much easier to build a Play Anywhere title from the start than it is to shoehorn it later in a project.
More players accessing the same game rather than fragmenting across all of these platforms also means that your ability to make matches and the quality of those matches starts to increase. Overall, we're looking to drive the most fair and fun game experience we possibly can, and we think that crossplay and cross-progression are some of the most important pillars to get there.
What even games do they even make? Can't tell what any of these games are.
You guys ready? It's time to get paid! Don't worry, Demo was born ready.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Lucier, aka Scott Gandhi, and I'm the lead designer at First Watch Games.
What is this game?
Currently, we're finishing work on Rogue.
I just said
and we're
Rogue
really
Company.
excited to be able to share this update with you today. Rogue Company is a third-person shooter that features a unique blend between action-paced gameplay and objective-based game modes. In Rogue Company, you play as a rogue, which are a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside of the wall, and they drop in exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be free to play, and it'll feature cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Since day one of our cornerstones was making sure that you were able to play the game you want, on the platform you want, with the friends that you want. At the end of the day, Rogue Company can be summarized in one word: inclusive. Today we are in the late stages
I'm
of
so
Rogue
far behind
Company
you guys now.
which means
I tried
we're
resetting it
testing
to try and catch
crossplay
up.
and cross-progression features, polishing weapons, rogues, and maps. The majority of my
Is he, like,
time
talking like he's on
is
stage?
spent refining the core combat experience in Rogue Company, while also making sure that our maps and modes are providing exciting and unique games. I do want to say,
Fair
it's
enough.
pretty amazing to play Rogue Company on a handheld device like the Switch. Being able to play Rogue Company at
That sounds like a
60
lie, but
FPS
okay.
as I sit on the couch and my wife is watching another episode of Love Island is a dream come true.
Yes, a dream come true.
Rogue Company is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch later this summer. We can't wait for you to
That could
play
be
our
good.
labor of love. To sign up for the alpha, head on over to roguecompany.com.
I'm interested.
Thank you, and enjoy
I'm gonna
the show.
sign up right now.
Well, it seems like Overwatch /
That's exactly why I'm interested.
like.
Big thanks to
it's
the
two put
teams at
together.
High Res for that look into the
Oh.
future of crossplay and info about their upcoming titles.
Now we all know the next
What's that?
generation consoles
Oh.
are getting closer. So here's an exclusive look at
Outriders.
what's to come in
How
Square
long is this show?
Enix's third-person
I know, yeah, you
shooter,
said it's gonna be an hour.
Outriders.
That's
It's
what
10
they said.
minutes past.
I can't imagine it's going to be ongoing. much longer.
I am tired.
Exclusive.
I'm tired.
Next time on the Outriders broadcast.
Ooh,
We'll be taking a look
I'm
at a
hyped.
journey into the unknown. Plus the
Yeah, this game
characters
does look
joining
good.
your
This looks
adventure
good
as you
already.
battle through a hostile world.
But mind you,
We'll also be
so did
showcasing
Anthem.
a brand new
I know, right?
area and delving
I
deeper
am
into
Not live
worried.
Warriors
service
class.
again.
Trying to
The
focus too much on the
Pyromancer.
the fighting and the
Coming
gameplay
next
side,
month.
and the story's going to be really weak.
I feel like I've never called a game out as hard as I called out.
We can't wait to hear more about Outriders
Yeah,
and
the
the
core
lead up to
gameplay's
release
okay, it's just
sometime
the
in
rest of it.
holiday 2020.
We're heading 150 years into
Sometime.
the future next,
Oh, it's
where humanity is struggling to survive, and human brains
I've heard
are being transferred.
Some people say
into
this is really good,
robot
and then some people say
bodies.
it's terrible.
Here's more on Disintegration.
Isn't this out?
Let me watch the video on this yesterday.
Is this out?
Integrated
Already.
outlaws.
Sir,
Close
have
to
you
got weapons and shelter in there. Maybe you could give us a chance to
people
rest.
playing it.
We may have more of interest to you.
So I thought that they were
than
just
guns.
robots, but they're not.
Oh, Henry's playing
Hi
this. He,
there.
he
My
likes his
name's
gameplay.
Marcus Leto. I'm
Yeah.
the president and creative director at V1 Interactive, and we are currently working on our brand
They're all
new
different
new
levels
game
of like
called
loudness.
Disintegration.
It's really like
And
inconsistent.
we are super excited to finally
I feel like
be
everyone's trying to
getting
sign
ready
up for the alpha, and it's really not working.
Wow.
I don't even know
Look
what
at
the
you.
game is called.
I got into the beta for this and I didn't play it.
With Disintegration, we set out to build something truly unique. It blends some great parts of a first-person shooter with a real-time tactical elements in a way that's never been done before, and in a way that required us to invent all new gameplay mechanics in order for it to work.
Core B dropped.
The story of Disintegration is something that's set about 150 years from now in the future, where humanity's really struggling to survive And one means of survival is
So
taking
it's
the human brain and actually
Exos
implanting
from
it within an
Destiny.
armored shell and attaching that to a
Kinda.
robotic armature, allowing them to survive through
It's
this
more like
period
just
of
cybernetics, mate.
Once in
Yeah.
these robotic armatures,
Look,
humans
you're
now
technically
find
still a
themselves in a
cyborg at this
world
point,
where
aren't
they
you?
are super
Yeah,
strong.
you're
they're
just like a
super durable, and
99%
some of them
conversion.
don't want to revert
Exactly.
back to humanity
Well, you got is a
again.
human brain in
And
it.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
a new army is
You're a
developed called
Cyberman?
the Rayon. In this world,
Yeah,
we
basically.
play some of those early
Except you
integrators
probably still
who
got
are
emotions.
fighting back and who don't want to follow along with the Rayon.
I've seen what you call freedom. Not interested.
In Disintegration
It seems very
multiplayer,
confusing. But it's made by
we
people who
allow
made
the
Halo.
players to team up 5v5
But by people with budget.
against one another,
Yeah.
each with their own crew in this incredible battle against one another. Each one of those matches takes place in a
That's what
different
looks
type
like
of
Destiny.
game mode, so there's a great variety of things to hop into. In order for the player to really have success playing Disintegration, they need to consider both parts of the equation.
Get
On
good.
one hand is your grab cycle and your weapons
Elliot, a
and
call out
abilities
post.
that you use fluidly in combat. That's just one part of the equation, though. On the other
Yeah,
hand
now it's
is
just a
your
game
ground
mode,
squad,
sure.
each with their unique abilities that you can fire off tactically in gameplay.
Oh yeah, it's like a
important that the
tactical
player
thing where you
understands
tell where
that
your squad's
both of
going,
these
but you're in
things
the
work
like
in
machine.
tandem together, and that they are part of a whole. They are
That
the
seems way too
crew.
confusing to
And
concentrate on
for
what's
you
going
to
on.
kind of consider both parts is critical for your success. So Disintegration is finally going to be released on June 16th on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and Steam
June
for the
16th.
PC. We're excited to be on all three platforms simultaneously, and
3 days.
we are eagerly
Tuesday.
waiting for the
Yeah, it's
community
Tuesday.
to hop in and start playing with us.
I'm sorry. We're gonna do that in a moment. I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, huh?
I'll see what the reviews are like.
Disintegration is coming to
Someone's
PS4,
really far ahead of me.
Xbox One, and PC June 16th.
Now prepare yourselves for a lesson in alternative history as we explore what might have happened if the Second World War didn't end in 1945.
Isn't that just like Nazi game that you guys all really like?
Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Hi everyone,
No,
my
that
name
one-
is
that's
Bogdan
the really
Grabczyk, the game
The
director
war's
of
still
the
going on in
upcoming
this.
narrative-driven adventure game Paradise Lost. I'm super excited to walk you through the alternative history that serves as the setting for our story. In Paradise Lost,
Should've
the
popped in an
Second
energy
World
drink for
War
this.
doesn't end in 1945. In the spring of 1960, the Nazi regime is on its knees and Soviet troops are closing in. Without warning, the Nazis unleash the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe, stopping the Soviet offensive in its tracks and turning Europe into an uninhabitable nuclear wasteland. To the rest of the world, this seems like a final act of desperation by one of the cruelest regimes in human history. Yet, few know of the secrets that have been hidden deep underground. The ARC project is among the most secretive endeavors of the Third Reich. Its goal has been to construct a network of hidden, self-sustainable, heavily fortified underground bunkers meant to shelter an Aryan master race society until it can emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape. But not everything goes according to plan.
Oh, sorry.
For reasons
I
unknown,
forgot that these
one of the
headphones had a little mic
bunkers,
on.
located just outside Kraków, Poland, goes dark. Now, as you discover the past, you can shape the present. It's been 20 years since the explosion that set our story in motion. You play as Szymon, a 12-year-old Polish boy driven by personal tragedy to seek out the bunker on the edge of Kraków.
This looks very Metro.
At first, the place seems completely desolate.
It is a little bit,
What
yeah.
brought Szymon to the bunker?
Depends if you
What
get guns.
answers is he seeking? You'll have to uncover the
I
truth
think it's more
yourself.
adventure game than.
Yeah, like survival kind of thing. Like you gotta get past the people and stuff. Are you a child?
Yeah, you're a 12-year-old child.
As opposed to a 12-year-old man.
Do you dare discover the lost story on Earth?
That's a weird little side bit, dude.
I would
Paradise
watch that
Lost is
game
coming to PC,
on like YouTube. I'd
PS5,
watch one of
and
you guys
Xbox
play it, but I
Series
wouldn't play it
X.
myself.
Our next game. Wait a second. Emily, have you crossed another thing off my script?
Hey, we discussed this. You can't be trusted.
Unbelievable. Okay, fine. Just roll the tape.
World premiere.
Whether you choose Agent,
Operation Tango.
Or choose Hacker.
it takes two to complete the mission.
I'll play this.
Is this a co-op then?
I assume so, if it's Sex 2.
It takes two
The
to
first one.
stay alive.
I only got to that. You're slightly bit ahead of me.
Am I? Oh, okay. Need to refresh the stream, Chris.
I have, and it took me further back.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
Take two to make a thing go right.
Our next game is so secret, we don't even know its name at the time of this recording. So I'm just going to put myself out there and make one up. I'm guessing it's called The Kingdom of
that
the
looked cute, this
Gusty
game.
Willows.
What kind of
Okay, you're
fake
into this game, weren't you?
name is
That's
that?
pretty
It
cool.
is not called The Kingdom of Gusty Willows.
Here's the developers of the Kingdom of the Gusty Willows to talk about their show-stopping new PS5 project, The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called
They should change
The
its name to that
Kingdom
now.
of the Gusty Willows.
What's the big deal? It's a good title.
Just let's start a petition for him to get him to change its name.
And it legit. This does look cute.
These videos are so loud.
Is it the same frame?
Oh, that's
Sorry,
so
Nolan,
cute.
the name
I
is
reckon we'll get good gameplay,
Kingdom
like.
of the Gusty Willows.
No.
It's actually called Cana Bridge of Spirits.
It's a better name.
Hi, I'm
Howard,
Todd Greer.
change it.
I'm the Chief Creative Officer at Ember Lab.
And I'm Josh Greer, Mike's brother. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the studio.
That's so cute.
You may have seen our game, Cana Bridge of Spirits, at the Sony PlayStation 5 event. And today we're really excited
She's
to
got
share
perfect teeth.
You might have seen it at this better event. Flex.
This one hasn't been
So,
terrible.
what's this
though.
game
Like,
all
this is
about?
better than the game show.
Well, Cana
The
Bridge of
PC game
Spirits
show.
is a
Well, she can't go
story-driven
over teeth.
action
His teeth are
adventure game
amazing.
that
I love
combines fast-paced combat with exploration and
Talk
a
about
really
your teeth,
fun,
mate.
charming companion mechanic where players are going around collecting force
I need them
creatures
to
that we
sell
call
plushies of them because I'm going to
They
need
will.
every
They
single
will.
one.
This is
100%.
Cana. She's a spirit guide who has traveled to this forgotten village and soon discovers that there are many
So
trapped,
cute.
lingering spirits.
This looks so
And it
good,
becomes
this
clear
game.
that there are
This is
larger
really
forces at play that have sort of corrupted the environment and stopped things from moving on.
Another reason why you need to get a PlayStation, Kate.
I know. Oh,
Well, the main focus of the game actually revolves around helping these trapped spirits. So each kind of level or world that
Oh.
you enter
Oh,
is
they're
all
trapped in the little
focused
black
and kind of
things.
themed around the corrupt spirit that's lingering.
And to really
Oh,
help
those
these
are.
spirits, you
It's a little
ultimately have to
cutscene
get to
from
know
Zelda.
what happened
Oh,
in
they
their
help
past
you as
life.
well.
To do so, you're looking for clues in the environment, facing combat
Don't hit
challenges, solving puzzles. But ultimately,
This looks really
it
cool,
all
to be fair.
relies
This game
on
looks really good.
building and growing your team.
It's got like Zelda
Yeah,
vibes.
the
across
I
the
feel like
Like
it's
sort of
cameo vibes. Don't ask me what.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
know.
no, yeah, I get that, yeah.
But
abilities
that's
that
what I
you use
get.
to manage
But
the
last night I
environment
thought it
that's
looked like
around
that.
for you. The more rot you have, the stronger you're going to be as a player,
You mean Thursday?
and the
That
more
wasn't last night.
abilities you get.
I don't know,
The
Chris.
trailer does
Time
a
to
lot of
hunt,
things,
but Chris,
but
who knows
one
what
thing
that?
we
I don't even know
wanted
what.
to do
Like, who
is
knows?
establish the tone and sort of darker elements that are in the game. And people see the rot and the cute characters, and they immediately fall in love with them, which is great. But the opening cinematic with the meditation and kind of battling these spirits, we wanted to use to kind of set that darker tone and establish these. That the
Yeah,
player's
this
gonna be
this game's gonna have super sad
focused on dark
moments.
themes
Yeah.
in the storytelling.
We're targeting a holiday 2020 release.
can't wait for
and
this.
It will be coming to
They're
PlayStation
like,
5,
we made this
PlayStation
dark
4, and
game, and all anyone's talking about is the
We're
cute
really
little
excited for everyone to
things.
get their hands
They're
on the
targeting
game.
a holiday 2020 release
In the
though.
meantime, enjoy the rest of the show.
That's amazing. Yeah, like with the current situation around anyone targeting any release dates is going to hit them.
This is apparently coming out on PS4 as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to. I'll play it on PS5, obviously.
This is probably the only game that's been announced that I'm like super hyped for.
That's not.
That's it. Thanks so much for watching the Future Games Show, and look out for more great next-gen coverage on GamesRadar.com throughout this week and beyond.
Was that legit? That was boring.
That wasn't that bad though. There was some good games there.
Over the next few days, right here on Twitch.
Wait, come on, Nolan. It wouldn't be a game show without that. We got one more thing.
Yeah, if you go to their website, it says
Can we do the one more thing moment?
You are so right. Wait.
Yes.
Please drop something good. Please drop something good. Make it worth staying up for.
Would you work with me again? Maybe in some kind of swashbuckling adventure where I play a roguish, charming adventurer?
Nah, I think I've been there. I've done that.
Oh, are these guys from Male Tomb Raider?
Serial Cleaner took you back to 1970s America in a single-player stealth action crime story where you played as a professional crime scene cleaner, getting rid of bodies and the incriminating evidence, all while avoiding the police. Now, with over 1 million owners and releases on all major platforms, we're going to the 90s.
Wow.
What even is this?
Crime scene cleaning line, yes.
One of the comments on the side of this just said, "If PC's so good, where's PC 2?"
Well, that really does complete our showcase for 2020.
Yeah, we hope you've had a great time watching and that you've seen something that you can look
It was
forward
not
to.
bad. It was
We
not
also
bad.
just want to take a moment to thank our
It was better than
partners for
the
helping
original
put all of this
Xbox one.
together, but most of all, we want to thank
Wow.
you for watching.
You know,
I'm Nolan North.
I stood on
I'm
some
Emily
Lego earlier.
And this has
that
been
was better than the original
Emily,
Xbox
if you
one.
will, the Future
Future Game Show 2020.
They are so
Look how
cute.
cute they are.
I looked like my cat when she was little.
I've showed clips of Assassin's Creed Odyssey like 5 times, and I haven't actually talked about the game once.
Yeah.
Is it everyone in the comments are like, where's Bayonetta 3?
Man, it's showing in there. Xbox One. And
Yeah,
next
where
month.
is all the good stuff?
It will be shown. It will be shown at the Ubisoft one next month, 100%. There was a few games, like especially the horror ones, that I was interested in. Okay, they showed more Godfall in the PC gaming one. It looks a lot better than what they showed in the PS5 one.
Oh, okay.
They actually showed what it actually was.
I'll have a look. I'll have a watch.
Only 5 days till Last of Us 2, yeah.
I know, right? It's got such good reviews.
Yeah.
Apparently, like they said in the embargo that they can't talk about certain bits.
Yeah.
So like, even though to be fair, they said don't let that affect your review score. Still give the same scores. They're still good, but like I wonder what that is.
We all know what it's going to be. Come on, Chris.
Like,
But if it's like,
live on stream, guys. Push
No,
yourself
no.
out.
I don't know much. So Kate knows more than me. I'm
Hello.
hyped for it, man. It still
It's
looks
my
great.
boy.
Hello.
Hello. It's Chief. I'm so hyped for that Spider-Man.
Horizon as well. I can't wait for Horizon.
I'm gonna get it on PC. I'll play it on PC in a couple of months.
What, Horizon 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you're going to get the new one on PS5. You're not waiting for
obviously.
that to come to PC later, right?
I'd rather not wait 3 years or whatever it was.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Boo.
That's it, guys. Job done.
Oh yeah, happy days. That was alright.
Yeah, that's good.
Couldn't be better,
I'm very tired now, though.
Yeah, I'm really tired, so we should all yeet off and go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
You're
day.
not young anymore.
I'm not.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. All that jazz here. Bye.